Do you love Mexican style rice? Let me show you a different way it is made in Mexico. This Mexican white rice recipe is one you need to know how to make if you want to keep exploring the magic of flavors in your kitchen. I love that this recipe is also known as Arroz Primavera because the colors from the veggies really just bloom out of the rice. First thing we're gonna do is dice half of a white onion. Oh my goodness, this onion has a strong personality, like me.
Sure does.
How dare you?
I was talking about the onion, by the way.
All right, moving on from that conversation. Finely mince 3 garlic cloves. Transfer that into a small ramekin dish. Now measure out 2 cups of long grain white rice. Let's take it over to the sink. That way we can rinse the rice to get rid of that surface starch so when the grains are actually cooked, they remain separate. Drain the water and continue doing this step until the water comes out clear. Already this looks great. Drain all of the water. Place a medium saucepan over medium heat and heat a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil. I'd say 2 to 3 tablespoons. Add those onions as soon as that oil is nice and hot. And you want to be able to hear that sizzle. Stir them in and cook them until slightly softened. Time for the minced garlic. And cook this for about 1 minute. We want it to get nice and fragrant. In goes the rice. It is a beautiful thing happening here. Nicely drained. Toast the grains for about 3 to 5 minutes. You want them to become a little bit or slightly transparent as well as fragrant. And stir continuously. Different brands of rice may need a different amount of water to cook the grains in, so I'd say just go with the recommendations listed on the bag or the brand that you are using. As for me, I've tested this recipe and have decided that 3.5 cups of low sodium chicken broth is perfect. Add 2 cups of mixed veggies. It's got corn, peas, carrots, green beans, everything I love. 2 bay leaves. Grab a jalapeño, make a slit, but don't cut through the stem, and add it in here. Do salt to taste, make sure it is well seasoned. Stir everything in, that way the salt dissolves. Crank up the heat, that way it reaches a boil. Now lower the heat to medium-low, that way it reaches a gentle simmer. Add a quarter of a bunch of fresh cilantro. Cover and cook until the broth has been completely absorbed. The rice is nice and tender but not mushy. It'll take about 15 minutes. Very important, keep this pot covered at all times. That's why I like to use a glass lid because it's easier for me to monitor the situation. We have to be in control here. This rice is ready. All of the broth has been absorbed, so just turn off the heat. I'm gonna set it to the side and allow it to rest. Do not uncover it. Keep it covered the whole time. And we'll go for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'll probably let it rest for 10. All right, time to show this off. That's right. Perfectly cooked rice. I'm just gonna remove the bay leaves and also those cilantro leaves. Fluff it up. You can use a fork, but I don't want to scratch my pot, so I'm gonna be using a spoon. Finally, add a quarter of a bunch of cilantro chopped. And obviously you can do more if you like, but look at this. Oh yes. You have to try this at home. Pair it with Mexican stews.
Carne asada.
Carne asada. Any entrees that you have in mind, make it into burritos, you name it. The options are endless. All right, I'm gonna do a responsible portion for myself because of my condition. I can't have a lot of rice, but I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it as well. This is a side dish that I like to take to parties, gatherings.
Carne asadas.
Make it for Nelson. Here you go.
Thank you. Hey, this is a responsible portion as well.
All right, let's do this. Let's taste. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect. Nice and tender. It's not mushy. And it smells so good, right? Fragrance.
I love the smell of rice.
We just did so much layering of flavor. I love cooking, putting some thought into what you're doing because the outcome is amazing.
And you can still taste the rice.
Yes. This is so good. My goodness. Don't forget to like this video, follow us on all of our social media platforms, and also the full printable recipe is available on villacocina.com.
Keep cooking, everybody.
All right, until the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.